Imagine walking into a room. Nobody knows your name. You don't have expensive clothes. You don't have a fancy job title. But somehow, within just a few minutes, people naturally respect you. How? Here's the surprising part. Respect isn't something people give because you're rich, famous, or loud. Your brain decides who deserves respect in just seconds. And tiny psychological signals can completely change that decision. Today, you'll learn 5 simple tricks that instantly make people see you differently. The last one is surprisingly powerful, and most people accidentally do the exact opposite. Let's begin. Respect versus being liked. Before we start, let's clear up one huge misunderstanding. Being liked and being respected are not the same thing. Imagine 2 coworkers. One says yes to everything. They never disagree. Everyone thinks they're nice, but nobody really listens to them. Now imagine another coworker. They're polite, calm. They don't try to please everyone. When they speak, people stop talking. That's respect. Psychologists have found that people naturally admire confidence, consistency, and emotional control, not constant approval seeking. So let's look at the first trick. Trick 1. Become comfortable with silence. Imagine someone asks you a question. Instead of answering immediately, you pause, just for 2 seconds. Then you answer calmly. It feels strange. Most people rush to fill silence because silence makes them uncomfortable. But confident people don't fear silence. Lawyers use it. Negotiators use it. Interviewers use it. Silence creates psychological pressure. The other person starts paying closer attention. Your words suddenly feel more important. Think about movie villains. Why do they always pause before speaking? Because silence creates authority. Now, don't stare awkwardly for 30 seconds. That's creepy. But a short pause, before answering, or after making an important point, makes you seem thoughtful instead of nervous. Tiny change, huge difference. But here's something even stronger. Trick 2. Stop explaining yourself too much. Imagine you're 5 minutes late. Most people say something like, "I'm so sorry. There was traffic, then I couldn't find parking, then my phone died." Notice what happens. The explanation keeps getting longer. Why? Because people think more words equal more trust. Actually, the opposite often happens. Over-explaining makes you look uncertain. Confident people give simple explanations. "I'm sorry I'm late. Thanks for waiting." Then they move on. That's it. The same thing happens when saying no. Instead of, "I can't because I'm really busy and my cousin is visiting," and just say, "I can't make it today." Simple, clear. Respect grows when your words feel intentional, not defensive. But this next trick changes how people see your confidence before you even speak. Trick 3. Own your space. Have you noticed something about confident people? They rarely rush. They don't constantly fidget. They don't keep checking their phone every 5 seconds. They move with purpose. Your body tells a story before your mouth ever opens. Imagine 2 people waiting in line. One keeps looking around, touches their face, crosses and uncrosses their arms, checks their phone, looks nervous. The other simply stands comfortably. Relaxed shoulders, steady breathing, calm movements. Who seems more confident? Probably the second person. Psychologists call this nonverbal communication. People trust body language far more than words. You don't need to act like a superhero. Just slow down slightly. Walk normally. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Make natural eye contact. Use controlled gestures. Your brain actually starts feeling calmer too. It's like your body sends confidence back to your mind. But confidence alone isn't enough. Because respect disappears instantly if people think you're emotionally unstable. That's where trick number 4 comes in. Trick 4, control your emotional reactions. Imagine someone insults you. Most people react immediately. They argue, raise their voice, get defensive. But emotionally strong people often do something unexpected. Almost nothing, at least not immediately. Think about it. If someone can control your emotions, they're controlling you. That's why emotional control is powerful. Imagine someone says, "That's a terrible idea." Instead of arguing, you calmly ask, "What makes you think that?" Suddenly, the conversation changes. Instead of reacting emotionally, you're leading it. This doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It means choosing your response instead of letting your emotions choose for you. People naturally respect those who stay calm under pressure, because calmness signals strength. And now, the final trick. It's the simplest one, but it changes everything. Trick 5, speak less, say more. Have you ever noticed? The loudest person in the room isn't always the most respected. Sometimes, they're the least respected. People often think talking more makes them look smarter. But research shows something interesting. People who speak clearly, briefly, and only when they have something valuable to add, often appear more intelligent. Imagine 2 people in a meeting. The first talks constantly, repeats themselves, interrupts others. The second listens carefully, then says one thoughtful sentence. Guess whose opinion people remember? Exactly. Listening is actually a power move. When people feel heard, they automatically value your attention. And when you finally speak, everyone listens. It's psychological scarcity. The less available something is, the more valuable it feels. The same applies to your words. Putting it all together. Let's imagine your next conversation. Someone asks you a difficult question. Instead of rushing, you pause. You answer simply. No long explanations. You stand comfortably. You stay calm even if someone disagrees. You listen more than you speak. None of these actions are dramatic. Nobody notices them individually. But together, they completely change the way people see you. Respect isn't built from one giant moment. It's built from dozens of tiny signals. Signals your brain sends every single day. Here's the biggest lesson. Respect isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's not about acting dominant or intimidating people. Real respect comes from emotional stability, quiet confidence, and treating both yourself and others with dignity. The amazing part: every trick you learn today can be practiced immediately. At work, at school, with friends, even with strangers. Small habits, big results. So, which of these 5 tricks surprised you the most? Let everyone know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and want more psychology, self-improvement, and mind-blowing facts explained with fun MS Paint style animations, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes The strongest person in the room is the calmest one.